believe this is going to be true. So there's a few public servants, members of Congress who were there from the beginning, who worked with NACA when we were helping people save their homes, who came to the events, who said, I'm going to work with this organization and I'm going to really advocate for homeowners with an unaffordable mortgage and now for home buyers so they can get the best deal out there. And Congressman Meeks, well, he is head of the CRA subcommittee, and what we want to work with him on is to make the NACA standard that what NACA and Bank of America does with their $10 billion commitment, the national standard. So let me introduce a longtime friend, a longtime supporter, and your advocate, Congressman Gregory Meeks.
We all should give Bruce a round of applause. Bruce said it could be done when others said it could not. I've never seen, and he often says, look, you got to put up with my bad attitude to make sure that everybody gave me to own a home. And Bruce, from way back when folks said you couldn't put people in the homes, he said we could. And he's proven. I got first proof from someone on my staff who had just worked, and we don't pay a lot of money in Congress, folks. So our staffer came and said, well, I saw this program, and I think I'm going to apply. And just like many of the individuals up here said, I was even in the first, that can't be. It sounds too good to be true. And generally, if it sounds too good to be true, generally it is. So I went with her, watched what she was doing. She got approved and bought her first home through NACA. So then we made a requirement in my office that anybody that I employed that did not own a home, they had to become a homeowner, and they had to go through NACA, because that way I knew that they could afford it and knew that they knew how to keep it. That's what this program is all about. That's why we had the city of New York here, and that's yesterday, and that's why we who are in elective office have to make sure that there is a public-private partnership. Now, we just went through, in 2008, the worst recession since the Great Depression. And if anybody here I represent, welcome all of you to the 5th Congressional District, because this is the 5th Congressional District. And we got plenty of homes to buy to sell in here. So I want y'all to make sure, I know there's some people from all over the city, but if you want a nice, good neighborhood to live in, come think about the 5th Congressional District right here in southeastern Queens. So we came out of the worst recession since the Great Depression. And it's because people lied, schemed, tricked folks. You came in and they had these exotic mortgages, and they told you that you could pay 2%. And you looked at what you could make and you said, well, I can pay that. But they didn't tell you that 2% would only last for 3 years. And then in that third year, that 2% could jump up to 6, 7, or 8%. And then you could not afford your home. And then you would lose your home simply because now you can't afford to pay. But NACA, its program, when you hear those interest rates, they're not moving anywhere. So when you go get your thing done, you don't have to worry about being scandalized and tricked. You're getting something that's real, that you're going to be able to grow and learn and have and raise your family in. And that's what this is all about. I can tell you, home ownership is probably going to be the largest investment and the best investment that you will ever make in your lifetime. I know for me, but for my parents buying a house, I might not even be here as a member of Congress. What a great difference when people talk about the American dream. And so often we tell folks, now I know a lot of folks like to buy fancy cars and everything else, but when you buy a car, as soon as you walk out that driveway, as soon as you walk out that store with that car is depreciating in its value. It is a bad investment. But when you buy that house, even after the Great Recession, prices went down immediately, and then they started scoring right back up. So when you buy that house, you're making an investment in something over the long term that's going to be the best investment that you make. So we like to say in southeastern Queens, what we want you to do is rent the car and buy the house. Rent the car and buy the house. Because if you get the car, that's a depreciating asset. If you get the house, that's an appreciating asset. And it's something that you can build and raise your families. And you heard many of these individuals up here, they've also become entrepreneurs. 4-family homes, 2-family homes, and utilizing it for other things. So it is what the future is. My parents were able to use their home to help me pay for my college education and my family. I grew up in public housing, but they were just like you, wanting to make sure that you had and you were able to live the American dream. So I say to all of you here, and Bruce is right, how beautiful this place looks. All of you here, and y'all can see all the way back. And when you hear those applauses, that means somebody was just approved. And I know you can't wait to hear the applause when you're back there, meaning that you were just approved. I see one of my colleagues and friends, and Sandra Militant over there, she was just over here, oh, thank you so very much to me and Bruce, saying, I am finally going to become a homeowner. Guess what, folks? You too are going to become homeowners. You stick with this process, it will not only teach you and give you these rates, it will tell you what you need to do to keep your home. How you save some money, because that's sometimes what we don't do. We don't understand the financial aspects of having a home and then being able to be your own landlord. So you save some money so that if something goes wrong, you're able to fix it. That's how you're able to keep it and keep it up. And this is what transforms communities and people, and this is what will make America, continue America, to be the greatest country that this planet has ever seen. And it's going to be you. It is you and your commitment, working with a program like Bruce. We've got to make sure, as the federal government helped, and some say bailed out, the financial institutions, well, here's how we can bail you out. By the government and federal money and state money and city money going into programs like NACA, setting a standard so that it can reduce the interest rates for all of you, so you don't have to worry about 5, 6, 7, I remember one time 12, 13, 14% interest rates, which makes it unaffordable. We're going to keep it affordable. Bruce, thank you so very much. And I look forward to all of you going back, getting your approval, and coming back and living in your own home. Who's ready to live in their own home? Who's ready to live in their own home? Who's ready to go up their kids in their home? Are you all ready? You don't want your own home. You don't want your own home. Well, you are in the right place now. Congratulations. And then, as Bruce said, pass the word. We try to get it through. Look, I'm going to tell you all a secret. My daughter got her first house through NACA. It works. Pass the word. And as the word passed, this changes the game. It closes what we've generally been one of the #1 problems in America. They're called income disparity. This helps close that gap, and it helps make you, which then helps makes the city continuing to move on. And when you pass it, we can make sure that our communities throughout the city, he's doing this throughout the nation. We all then can say we are living in a great place, and we have to be able to take advantage of it and not worried about somebody taking advantage of us. Thank you for being here. Thank you for wanting to be a homeowner. Congratulations to you.